Well, we've finally done it! Da-ding! Konnichiwa everyone, I'm Dan. How are you doing today?
America.
How are you doing today?
How are you doing today?
What the fuck is that accent? And yes, you join us at Mata Sequoia in Shiga. It's kind of famous for a line of trees, but we next took road, and yeah, finally, yesterday, we did it. What did we do?
We get married.
We got married in Japan. Booyakasha. Finally, so we thought we'd take a bit of time today to talk with you guys about what it's like. Because honestly, it's been a fucking nightmare, beginning to end. Trying to get married in Japan is not easy.
Not easy at all.
Not easy at all. Especially when, like, I hope you can hear us, by the way. Especially, like, because foreigner plus foreigner is not easy in Japan.
From different countries.
Like, all the advice and all that anybody knows is Japanese people marrying Japanese people, or Japanese people marrying other gaijins, but not gaijins marrying gaijins. That's unheard of round here. Fucking hell. So, rewind till about July, I think. July?
No, before that, I think we started in April.
Oh, right. First thing we had to do was order birth certificates from his own countries in the middle of a fucking pandemic. So we had to order that. Yeah, I ordered mine on British passport website, something like that, and it were about 17 quid, I think. It was a little bit steep. Where did you order yours?
I ordered mine cartório online, but it's more or less 10,000.
Yeah, it was expensive, right, for yours. And it took ages because of coronavirus. So, yeah, first thing we had to do, we had to order birth certificates, which took a while. Then we had to get, what's it called in Portuguese? Declaração.
Declaração de Estado Civil.
Yeah, that thing. And I had to get, what's it called? Affidavit, affirmation, some shit. Right. British Embassy's fucking wank. You have to go to Tokyo. Bearing in mind there is one in Osaka, but no, can't go there, fam. Why? Cause reasons. And then, like, after that, like, alright then, well, can I go on weekend? Nope. When can I go? Wednesday afternoon between 2 and 3. Are you fucking kidding, man? I work, what am I supposed to do? So for months we were like trying to work out when we could go. And eventually in Obon, there were a time we could go. So we flew to Tokyo from Itami Airport. Yeah. And we went to Tokyo, stayed near Akihabara. And we went to fucking embassy. And embassy, honestly, it took about 20 minutes. Like,
It was really...
how?
Why? Why?
Like, go all that way for 20 minutes for a bit of paper that says I'm not already married. Costs fucking reasons, apparently. So, and that cost me loads and all. Not only flight and hotel, like the actual document itself was something like 8,000 yen.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. They were expensive, that. And then what did you have to do?
I need to go to Brazilian embassy in Nagoya, and I need to take 2 people with me.
Oh yeah, you had to take 2 witnesses as well, because Brazilians can't be trusted.
You know. And take about 1 hour there, and they give me the paper, but...
Oh yeah, fucking hell. So, we'll get to that in a minute. But, so you had to take 2 witnesses to Nagoya, but you sent all paperwork before, right? Like you had to send it all before and then get an appointment to go and actually just get the paper.
Yeah, because coronavirus, so you need to make appointment for and send all the papers for they check.
Oh, Hell's Angels or something.
If it's ready, if it's everything's okay, they say, oh, you can come this day, this time.
But it went just Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock.
No, I could try.
So, yeah. But there's more to that story we'll get to in a minute. So, in order to get married, we also needed as passports, obviously, and Zairyu card. And we had to...
And we need to translate everything.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we have to translate everything into Japanese. Yeah, passports,
Birth
certificates. We had to translate everything word for word in Japanese, obviously straight through Google Translate. So, don't know how accurate it were, but yeah, that were a nightmare. Even passports. Passports are like everywhere in the world it's same, so why? We had to do that, so that were a fucking nightmare.
We did?
No, we did it. And then we had to go to City Hall. You get married at City Hall. It's not like in England. Like, in England, your marriage day, you sign all contracts and that, and you're married, but you have your ceremony on the same day, usually. In Japan, it's not like that.
No.
Like...
It's like normal day.
So in Japan, you get married on paper bare before you have a ceremony. And, yeah, it's a bit strange. Like, it were hard for us because we were like, wedding's like this big thing, and like, it was just like, going to sign up for a new phone contract or something. It felt like that. But yeah, so anyway, a couple of weeks before I went to City Hall to get all paperwork. It's called a konin todoke. And so we had to fill it out. We looked online. It's like, fill it out in English, your name and that, because it's in your passport that way. Seems easy enough. Filled it out. Went to the thing, like, can you check for us? And they were like, can't really read English. Maybe writing your name in Japanese is better. What?
Okay.
What? Even, like, names. Like, can you write it in Japanese? Why? My name's... Katakana houga ii desu ne.
And we need to make the Juminho together.
Ah, that was another issue. But yeah, so we had to fill out konin todoke more than once, because they fucking changed their mind every 10 minutes about how we're supposed to fill it out. Anyway, we also had a problem that when we moved to Shiga, you register address, right? And then we registered different people, same address, because, you know, that's how you do it. And apparently that looks weird because it looks like you're just bros living together. And they find it a bit strange, so we had to fucking re-register together as single people living together in one household. So then we could get married and be joined together. Paperwork. So that were a thing. What else? So, fucking name order. Like, you know. Just give me full name away, that was stupid. I'll bleep that out. What you just heard were bleeped because I accidentally said my real name. But, yeah. My full name had to be written in a certain order. But, you know, HJ's family's got about 6 names. So, that were a fucking nightmare and all. And that caused a bit of confusion. Anyway, so, just to recap, you need passport, Zairyu card, some kind of fucking document from British Embassy, and birth certificate. And from your side, you need your passport, Zairyu card,
The same things.
some declaração, and birth certificate. So, and a konin todoke filled out. The konin todoke needs 2 witnesses. They don't have to be there, but you need them. So they have to stamp on paper to be like, yeah, they're not robots or reptilian overlords or something. So yeah, you have to do that. I think that's pretty much all preparation stuff.
Yeah, but we have problems with my paper from the embassy.
Yeah, tell them what happened.
We discovered they spell my dad's names wrong. So we need to send back and ask for the fix and send the document back. But that's what's
pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
But what kind of fucking embassy spells a name wrong on a fucking official document? Like, and they write your address wrong, second time.
Yeah.
So that were headaches on headaches. I was so mad. They were like, do you know that name's wrong? I was like, how is that name wrong? How have they fucking spelled a name wrong on an official document? Especially when next line had it spelled correctly for your mum. Whatever, fucking stupid. So yeah, that were nice. Anyway, fast forward to yesterday. And it was finally the day to get married with lots of planning. And for us, we didn't know what to expect. Just felt like I say, it felt like going to sign up for a new phone contract or something. But motorbikes are noisy, aren't they? Anyway, we got there, and the woman that's been helping us is really nice.
Yeah.
And she was buzzing. She was like, I've been telling all my friends about you. Can I take your picture? And we were like, alright. And then we went round corner, and they got a little veil for Eri-chan, a little bow tie for me, and the people that work there had made this. Like, hold it. There you go. It's a origami bouquet. Origami. They're all in the break time in week made little flowers for us. Now, how awesome is that? Like, that's fucking cool.
I cried.
Yeah, Every-chan cried like a fucking chicken.
Loads. I want to cry right now because that's so cute.
So, but like, we didn't really think of it. And like, you know, coronavirus, Every-chan's family's in Brazil, mine's in England. A bit, you know.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. And they made it feel special. Like, they made a little bit of effort, which they didn't need to do, which actually made a big difference for us. Like,
yeah, they make feel like unforgettable, like not just go there, sign the paper.
Yeah, they made it like a little bit special. It got even more fucking special.
That's my favorite part.
Explain what happened, because I'm still baffled.
When the old guy come, and we think like, oh, he will just say omedetou, like congrats. But he say like, oh, I will make some magic tricks for you.
So fucking Lado rocked up from office. It's like, it's magic trick time. I'm like, hang on, what? And he got this fucking like stick with a bag on it, and he was like, reach in there and pull out 2 handkerchiefs, 1 red one and 1 white one. And he's like, put them back in here. I'm like, all right, bank. Back in they went, and he did some magic move like, psha! And then we pulled them out, and lo and behold, they were tied together just like us. Like, all right. And then he was like, put them back in again, you'll never guess what happens next. So we did, and he did a different magic move. What was this one? Yeah, put that one. He didn't really fall down though. And then we pulled them out, and there were loads in a big rope. And when Eddie-chan pulled one side and I pulled the other side in the middle, they were one with an art on it. And he says that's because in between you two there's just love. Right.
And I cry again.
And I was just like, what is happening here? Like, what is going on? Fucking magic trick in City Hall. It was sick. I'm not going to forget that. I'll definitely not forget that anytime soon. But Jesus Christ, like, it was fucking funny. And anyway, like, after 2 hours of trying to do all documents, to be fair, women that were helping us, they stayed behind after they were closed to do it for us. And they were worried, like, oh, we don't know if we can do this, because they don't know how to marry 2 foreigners together in countryside.
They never make that before.
The first time they've ever done, like in big cities like Osaka, Tokyo, probably happens, but yeah, and like, bearing in mind, nobody there speaks English. This were all done in Japanese. It was a fucking nightmare. But in end, probably about 5:45, bearing in mind they shut at 5, got a phone call like, it's okay.
And everybody like, yeah!
And they were really fucking sweet with us, to be fair. So yeah, we eventually got married yesterday. It'll take a couple of weeks for all paperwork to come through, but we're officially married.
Oh no!
You silly Billy. So yes, officially married now, that's us. And yeah, it were hard, to be honest. Yeah, like it were. There's no websites online telling a British person and a Brazilian person how to get married. Like, that's not a website. So this video is proper niche. But in future, I think a lot of people, one person asked me like, how does it affect your visas? For now it doesn't.
Yeah.
But you're on long-term residency. So that means you're due for permanent residency relatively soon.
Next year?
Probably next year, Eddie-chan's due for permanent residency. Then after we've been married for like 3 years, I can apply for like spousal permanent residency or something like that.
But we are not sure because
It's such a unique situation.
Yeah.
We don't really know what's cracking. So probably we'll have to get like an immigration lawyer at some point and work out what's going on. But for now, no changes. But in the future, probably...
if I get the permanent visa, probably we get a lawyer because we need it. No information on the internet. It's hard.
So, but yeah, that's the story. Other thing that all my students ask us is where we're going on honeymoon, like it's not middle of a fucking pandemic. Or asking if his parents are coming to visit, like it's not middle of a fucking pandemic. So we might try and travel a bit at Christmas. Oh, wow, look at that dog. Go away. There's a little dog here that we've got confused by. But yeah, like we might try and travel a bit around Christmas. But to be honest, for us, it was just like security more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, middle of a pandemic, if something goes wrong, like if my visa's not renewed or your visa fucks up or something happens and we have to leave country, we can't go together. But now we're married, so we've got a bit of security. So, and the other question students always ask me is like, what we're doing for a ceremony? And I'm like, we haven't really planned though. We're thinking about maybe doing like a barbecue next year. Yeah. And when we go to England, have a little bit of a ceremony. Not a ceremony, but a gathering. And same when we go to Brazil, a bit of a gathering. And
but not anything big because
there's not much point. We only know about 10 people in Japan. And it'll cost us fucking bare to rent out and all. So probably not really doing the ceremony thing, I think. But we don't know what's going to happen next year. We'll definitely have some kind of gathering, but not like a traditional ceremony. So. No. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. Any final thoughts? In Portuguese to Portuguese people. I did put a ring on it.
Oh yeah.
Any thoughts for Portuguese people who might watch this video? Brazilian people?
No. Hello. Olá, Brasil.
Olá, Brasil. Tudo bom?
Tudo bom. And that's it.
Bom dia.
Bom dia. Sovaco?
Yes, that means armpit in Portuguese, just so you know. That's one of the few words I know in Portuguese. Anyway, so if you are thinking about getting married and you're in a weird situation like us, good luck, you're gonna fucking need it. But we fucking finally managed it.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. And yeah, cheers for watching this fucking weird video with road noises, and I hope you could hear it. Maybe you'll never see this because maybe I'll just fucking have to shoot it again. I'm trying to record audio on this. Can you hear me now? That's gonna be so shit. Anyway, cheers for watching, and as always,
until next time,
Jamata. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment below and bang a thumbs up on this video. While you're at it, you may as well smash that subscribe button and ring that bell and you won't miss a thing. And there's plenty more videos like this one. There's one here and one here. Maybe you'll see something you like. All my videos are supported by the JaDanFam on Patreon. You guys are awesome. And as always, until next time, Jamata.